$5 billion. That's all I got. Gets to build all of his houses and for his wife to travel to France. We don't know where that money went. I'm sure that sits well with Americans right now. And by the way, it's interesting.
They don't know where the money went.
Really kind of totally silent on that. They were telling us all.
Welcome to another episode of Behind the Wheel.
Where are all those Democratic members
I'm in the studio here.
Telling us all of that.
What's our return on investment?
Massapequa.
All of it. So interesting. Let's bring in the host of one of the great shows on Rumble, System Update. One of the great journalists in the world. That is Glenn Greenwald, and great to see you again, Glenn. Welcome back to the show.
Zelensky's saying that he don't know where the money is.
Absolutely, Glenn. So, it seems almost as if the mainstream media were lying to us all this time about Ukraine, that they're suddenly coming around on this idea that, Ukraine looks like they're going to lose this war. There was never really a chance in all of it. But I want to play this little sort of montage real quick here, Glenn, because this was all of the mainstream media telling us Ukraine is absolutely going to win this war. Watch this.
The Russia-Ukraine war is entering a stalemate. The war has reached a stalemate. A deadly stalemate. In other words, neither side can win because it's a
stalemate. Stalemate. Those are the headlines tonight.
Y'all hear that?
But are they behind? Like yesterday's news, is the real truth the Ukrainians are winning.
We know that Ukraine will win.
Yeah, there's just a sample of that, Glenn. It seems like, were they lying to us?
Oh my God. Wait, you're saying the corporate media might have been lying about a war that the United States was involved in?
Y'all see that? And when you try to tell your family that the Democrats got up under their sleeves something diabolical, y'all hit the like button there, if y'all can remember. But yeah, we've been telling each other that the Democrats are up to no damn good. But yeah. So now Zelensky and all the Democrats were saying that we need to help Ukraine. We got to help Ukraine. Help Ukraine. Send them their money. Now Zelensky's saying that he don't know where their money went, man. Y'all listen up.
Can't believe that I need a second to compose myself. If you go back to the 2022 and into 2023, pretty much 2 full years at least, it wasn't just that anyone who justified Putin's invasion of Ukraine was decreed to be a Kremlin propagandist. It was far, far, far broader than that. It was anybody who was saying that what was going to happen is, by all accounts, what everybody now acknowledges, even in Western European capitals, is in fact happening, which is that Ukraine is the most corrupt country, at least in Europe. There's going to be a huge disappearance of these billions of dollars sent there. Ukraine has absolutely no chance of winning the war just based on size alone. Russia can win a war of attrition. And that eventually what's going to happen is that Ukraine is going to have to cede a significant portion of its territory either as a semi-autonomous buffer zone or to be annexed by Russia. And the only choice is not will Russia win. Russia will win. The choice is whether the United States and NATO is going to force Ukraine to endure a devastating war that destroys the entire country, that requires hundreds of billions of dollars to rebuild and wipes out an entire generation of men who did not want to fight in this war for the most part. They've been increasingly forced to the front line. And anyone who tried to raise any of that was not just in discourse, but by formal decree of the Ukrainian intelligence agencies, believe me, I know I've been on several of those lists, decreed to be a pro-Russian propagandist.
Y'all see that? And we want to shout out Cult Figure TV. That's where we getting it from. This broadcast is coming in from. Shout out to King Y. This is something bad, y'all. And they're uncovering those government programs that they was talking about, welfare programs. They're talking about the ones that's overseas in AID, USAID. They're talking about them programs. Y'all been thinking about the welfare? No. The biggest welfare is that doggone the lobby system. They lobby for freaking everything. But come on.
As usual, unfortunately, it takes 3 to 4 years for us to now arrive at the point where Washington acknowledges that everything it said about this war proved to be untrue. It was a gigantic waste of life and money and destruction. BlackRock and all those other vultures are circling Kiev in order to profit off the rebuilding that the United States taxpayer will pay for. And so everything that was predicted in terms of worst case scenario has come true.